One of the scariest moments in most hypnotists' arsenals of things that they get an opportunity to play with and try and have a lot of fun with when they're working and interacting with people. Direct, rapid, or instant inductions, right, has had for decades, if not hundreds of years, sort of an interesting philosophy from an outside person's perspective of magic and mysticism and all the rest of that stuff. And I hope that after the next 15 or 20 minutes, you guys are going to have a completely different perception on your ability to not only walk up to anybody anywhere and drop them into a really nice state of hypnosis, but to begin to develop your own confidence around that experience, not only for yourself, but for all the future clients you all will be developing. Does this sound like something you guys might be interested in hearing about? Yeah. How many of you guys were actually scared when this type of thought of you having to walk up to somebody and do an instant induction scared you a little bit? Or okay, cool. Very good. Well, today I'm going to teach you what's called the CAST system. But before we do that, I want to say thank you to Igor first for allowing me the stage and the opportunity to do this.
Thank you.
You guys will notice that some of the system that I'm going to teach you guys today does tap into a lot of the principles that Igor speaks very highly of, not only in his conversational hypnosis products, but as well as the street hypnosis seminars and products he's done in the past as well. So the first thing I want you guys to do is we're just going to stand up. So everybody just go ahead and stand up. And I want you to walk up, and I want you to just find a partner. So walk up and introduce yourself. Okay, good. Eyes up here. Good. Eyes up here. How many people were nervous about introducing themselves? Clowns. Okay. This first part right here, believe it or not, is a pre-frame or a setup for what you're actually going to be doing. Okay, so this time what I want you to do when you walk up and introduce yourself, and I actually am going to have you change and move around the room, we're going to have you introduce yourself to at least 2 or 3 different people, is I want you to begin to hold one thought inside of your mind, and that is, here we go. Okay, and in fact, right as you're walking around the room to find that person, I want you to do this with your hands, and inside your head, I want you to go, here we go. Okay, go ahead. Go introduce yourself to 2 or 3 people.
Hey there. Wedding video.
Okay, time out. Time out, eyes up here. Well done, you guys. We're going to do 1 or 2 more people. This time, the here we go you say inside of your head has got to sound like, ooh, here we go. Okay, so I want you to take that tone of voice, and I know you've had that inside of your head before, and I want you to do that inside of your head as you go around. 2 more people, go. Okay, time out. Time out, eyes up here. Time out, eyes up here. How are you feeling right now? Okay, you're going to do this with 2 more people. This time I want you to add something inside of your head and that is you are about to have the most unbelievable experience with me. So it's here we go, and develop a little movie inside of your head of them having the most unbelievable, life-changing experience with you, and it's only going to take 5 minutes. Go. Time out. Time out, eyes up here. Oh, good. I like to hear this. Time out, eyes up here. In fact, the cool thing is that the longer you guys take to come back up here, the more fun I know you're having. Okay, so here's another part of the setup. Okay, because this is all set up so far, right? Is I want you to pick one quality about the person you're shaking hands with that you genuinely, sincerely appreciate about them. Okay, you don't even have to know them. If you walk up and you go, I really like your outfit today, but it has to be sincere. Okay, it has to be sincere, but you guys are going to notice the sincerity is much easier when you're coming from this here we go spot. Okay, go. Yeah. Yes, you are supposed to tell them what you appreciate. Time out. Time out, eyes up here. Time out. Time out, eyes up here. Eyes up in front. Good job, you guys. You guys having fun? Okay, good. Just want to make sure. When you guys are saying this compliment, right, the very next thing I want you to say to them is, have you ever enjoyed hypnosis before? Okay, it's an MBL question, but most people go like this. You're starting from there, okay? Have you ever enjoyed hypnosis before? Go.
Hi, how are you? Fine. Very nice to meet you, and I do love. Thank you. Have you ever enjoyed hypnosis before? That's what's up. If I keep remembering what happens.
To get a better video for you, when you do your next instruction, clear the line here so it has clear access to you. You'll look better with that.
Okay, timeout, eyes up here. If we could actually make sure that whenever we do a timeout, we could clear a little bit of space right here. Could be a potential freebie giveaway for me. Not that I'm thinking about me. So, are you guys ready to move this to the next level?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you guys just did what's called compliment and question. Okay, I actually found that when you introduce yourself, you don't even actually have to say your name to anybody. That when you compliment them and you find something beautiful about them that comes from a sincere place, they're already connecting with you. And when you ask them a question, if they go to answer the question, you're already building rapport. So I've done several street hypnosis sessions without actually having to introduce myself at all. Okay? In fact, I prefer to introduce myself after the experience when they go, who are you? Okay? And at that point in time, the business card comes out and I give them my name. And now they're linked. Does this make sense? Yes? So, what most hypnotists I've met, including myself, have a major issue with is giving short, sweet commands. Okay, so what you are going to do when you introduce the next person, you're going to go through the same spiel very quickly, as fast as you can, and you're going to give them one short, sweet command. Stand right here for me. Could you just take a step back? Find balance between your feet. Short, sweet, easy commands. Go. And time out, eyes up here. Time out, eyes up front. Luke, I am your father. Time out, eyes up here. You guys having fun? Okay, good. I'm glad you guys are. You know what really is awesome from this perspective is you guys are playing. Okay, that's the feeling that you guys can allow yourselves to have every time you do this, is that you're having an opportunity to play with somebody else. When I was a kid, walking up to somebody on the playground and going, hey, do you want to be on the swing? Do you want to go hang on the swings or something like that? I didn't build up some anxiety about that. As long as I was playing and I wanted them to play too, everything was phenomenal. Okay, so as long as you keep that inside of your mind, this is going to get even easier. Okay, so what do you guys notice is that you guys are actually asking for compliance. Okay, go ahead and stand right here. Okay, and what you're doing is keeping your eyes open for whether or not they do it immediately. If there is any hesitation at all whatsoever, give them another one. Right? Oh, don't worry about this. Just take a deep breath for a second. This is going to be so much fun. You're going to enjoy this, aren't you? Okay, these are all simple, easy compliance that stack on top of each other. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, good. You have 30 seconds. Go. And time out, eyes up here. Time out, eyes up here. You guys are doing great. You guys are doing absolutely phenomenal. Who'd like to add one more step to this? Okay, awesome. This is real simple and easy. All I want you to do is absorb their attention. So you give them a piece of compliance, 2, maybe 3. The next suggestion you give them is to absorb their attention in you and only you. That can be short and simple. It can be look right here. It can be pick a spot on the wall, right? It can be pay attention to a thought that you're having inside. It can be anything that absorbs their attention on one single thing. Seem simple? Good. Go. Time out, eyes up here. If we could clear a little bit of space, thank you so much, guys. Time out, eyes up here. Awesome, you guys are doing great. Okay, so I've been noticing some people give an absorb. How many people are telling somebody to absorb attention and you're watching their eyes move around, or they might be shifting from their feet, they might be doing a little something right there. This is a perfect opportunity for you to pause. I'm going to repeat that. This is a perfect opportunity for you to pause. The biggest mistake I made is I just kept talking very quickly. Okay? When you give them an opportunity to absorb attention, who else should be absorbing attention? You. What you will be doing is telling their unconscious mind with your unconscious mind, we're playing together, do what I'm doing. Okay? If this is follow the leader, you're going first. Okay? It's like Simon Says without having to say anything. Okay? Remember that tip and that trick. Anytime you give a suggestion, give them opportunity for them to actually follow and join you where you're at. Does this make sense? Yeah? Fun? Now, the big moment. The thing we all normally pay attention to that most people miss, this is the suggestion. Okay? Sleep. I could spend the next half an hour, 45 minutes explaining to you why sleep works when you say it, but just take my word for it, okay? It's trained societally, from social psychologically. Anytime somebody sees a show by a hypnotist, this is the thing they remember, okay? So all you're going to do is absorb their attention. Take a breath. When you see them calm down, look at them and say, sleep. Not sleep. Sleep? Please sleep. Okay? When a drill instructor stands up in front of people, right, the military that's standing in front of you, he goes, drop and give me 10? Please drop and give me 10? Drop and give me 10. Just give them the command. Okay? You got a minute. Go. And time out. Time out. Eyes up here. Time out. Eyes up here. Time out. Eyes up here. Well done. Very well done. How many people are finding it that the sleep thing just isn't going over the way they expected it to go over? How many people are finding that they need a little something extra, some icing on the cake? Okay? The icing on the cake can be one of 2 or 3 things that I pick. A pass, okay? A handshake, or a tap. Okay? Now, the places you can do this, and we're going to practice them really quickly, pick one and only one. As I reach out, I grab a hand, like I'm handshaking, and I just add this. This is a little pull, not a jerk, not a yank. It's a pull. Okay? When you do that pull with the word sleep at the same time, you're going to find that sleep suggestion goes in a lot deeper, a lot faster. Okay? The other thing you can do is you can do what's called a hypnotic pass. Does that make sense? You can take your hand and you can just run it over. Why don't you just sleep? Okay? Don't come back. Yeah, stay with me, okay? Look at who I picked. Okay? And the last one is a tap. Okay? And that is you merely take your middle finger. Everybody show me middle finger. You're going to reach up right behind the head to the spot where the skull meets the neck. Okay? And all you're going to do is lightly tap. Okay? It's a quick movement, the same as the little pull you do with your hand. You guys think you can do this? Easy? You got a minute. Go. Don't forget to feel good. Whatever you do, don't forget to feel good. Time out, eyes up here. Time out, eyes up here. How many people found that much easier this time? You guys spread in the middle for me? Awesome, thank you so much. How many people found that much easier this time around? Very, very good. Remember that if I had much more time, we could go in depth and into detail in every one of these steps. This is just sort of something your brain and unconscious mind can begin to stick in as a framework so that in the future, when you see it more and more, all of that stuff gets filled in. Does this make sense? Yeah, everybody got that? Okay, good. The next step is really just a transition. It's a transfer. It's trance. Okay, and that is once you have sleep as the suggestion given perfectly, you can literally just deepen them. And all that means is go deeper. Got it? Plain and simple. Go deeper. Think you guys can do this easily? You want to have fun playing with it? Okay, you got a minute. Go. Huh?
How much time do you need still?
Hey, how are you doing? Pretty fantastic. John, thank you. Have you ever enjoyed this? Yes. Yeah. You remember what that felt like? Yeah.
See that? Can you picture that right now? Okay.
Yeah.
Just focus on that. There. That's it, right, isn't it? All I want you to just go there right now and sleep. All the way down.
Okay, time out. Eyes up here. Okay. Who's finding themselves better at doing this thing than they thought they would be? How many people are noticing that the fear is completely gone? The fear that originally was there before you started this, how many people are finding it out the door? How many people are finding themselves getting them into a nice trance much easier than they expected? Okay, good. It gets even better the more you practice. Got it? Much easier. You guys ready for the last step? Okay, it's real simple and real easy. Expand the experience. Okay, so you've deepened them. Now just expand the experience. And you guys have a lot of different ways you can do that. Since a lot of you are therapists, you can give them a lot of positive things like confidence, joy, peace, anything you want to give to them as an expanding part of their experience, you give them as a gift. Now, when you do this on the street, you can also do a whole lot of other stuff, but that's going to be a different freebie and a different giveaway on a different day. Okay? So what I want you to, right? So what I want you guys to do is just take 10 seconds after you've deepened them to expand their experience somehow, expand their minds, allow them to see something they haven't seen before inside of themselves and beyond. Something easy you can do. Yes? Now, you ready for the real quick step? It's just immediately after that. End it for them. Okay? It's not nice to go completely stand here and feel confident. Take it easy. Okay? At the end of that, what you want to do is end it by bringing them back. Okay, you can do this by counting, you can do this by talking to them, you can merely give it as a suggestion to have them just come back into the room now. Okay, whatever way feels the most natural and easy for it to come out of you while you continue to play, do that. Okay, you got 2 minutes to get all of this. Go. Okay, bringing them back out nice and slow. Bring them out nice and slow, and then go ahead and turn your eyes up here. Bring them back nice and slow, and go ahead. Hey, bring them back. Bring her back, Arthur. Bring her back. Good job, good job, good job. How many people had fun with all of this? Good. How many people are actually finding themselves playing? Okay. If you guys want to have this on video for you, I'm going to have a list in the back of the room that I would love your names and email addresses put on. So on your next break, take that opportunity to go back there and make sure that you guys sign on that list for me. So, if you guys pay attention to this, compliance, attention, suggestion, transition, and experience and end, it spells CAST, C-A-S-T-E. Okay? What you're doing is casting people inside of your life, and you are becoming a cast member for their life. Because if you give them the experience you have intended for them through this easy process, it's going to be such a memorable experience they can carry with them for the next hypnotist that they meet. What you're doing is paying it forward, not only to yourself, but to every hypnotist they meet for the rest of their life, so that every positive suggestion they receive goes that much deeper. I'd like to thank you guys all for having me up here. I appreciate all of your time. Remember that the list is in the back of the room.